You are watching Terrence the Spoken King on YouTube. And remember to like, share, and subscribe so you get your daily updates. Enjoy. Everybody, and we are live right now on the T Corner. Welcome to another episode of the T Corner. I'm your host, Mr. Terrence Spoken King. And every time I look at that intro and stuff, I've been like, yo, as y'all can see, I might not be doing no podcasts lately, but I've been tapping into some reserves that I learned up in school. You know what I'm saying? So it's been very interesting. So I've been taking about 2 months off, but you know what? Them 2 months off was for me to regather and really dig deep into my creativity. And as you can see, that opening package is just the beginning. Oh yeah, there's more stuff that I've been creating and stuff. So yeah, and on the music side, yes, there's going to be more music being featured on this podcast that's made by yours truly. Because one thing I am not going to forget is where I come from, which is music and stuff. So, yes, indeed. But yesterday we got a special guest here today, and she is an author, and she has a new book that's coming out. In fact, it's coming out tomorrow. So I'm gonna bring her to the stage, Miss C.A. Michaels, right here on the T Corner. All right, y'all. Here we go. Hey, welcome to the show.
How you been? Long time no see.
Yeah, long time no see. Yeah. As you can see, like I said, before we even got started, I took 2 months off, but I didn't tell people what I was doing on those 2 months. I was like, yo, I've been actually working on them 2 months too. So like this was just a little example of what I've been doing. It's more stuff that's gonna be added to the podcast that I'm gonna be incorporating. I'm just working on how to incorporate it in the proper formation. Right. So
yeah, that was awesome. My husband loved it too. He's like, whoa. But yeah, that was really cool. Good job.
Yeah, yes, indeed. Thank you. So yes, what's the name of the book that you coming out with tomorrow?
Yeah. It's called Deep Venture.
Mm-hmm.
It's the second book of my Demon Vampire Hunter series.
Okay.
Yeah.
And y'all, she is an excellent writer. She's an excellent writer. Go check her out for real. But yes, so give us a little snippet of what the book is based on and stuff like that. Give all the good details, for the book and stuff.
Right. Yeah, I can read the blurb if you want. It takes place after the first one. It's
Mm-hmm.
a continuing story, so you have to read them all together.
Mm-hmm.
So it begins with they come for revenge, and
Mm-hmm.
she's not ready. So she's still recuperating from everything that happened in the first book.
Mm-hmm.
She's been exiled from her home realm. A whole bunch of stuff has happened.
Mm-hmm.
She wants some of her life back, but that's been in shambles. And now she has to try to win the Axe Championship to try to
Mm-hmm.
preserve the universe. Because if she doesn't win, then we have these demon vamps, which are demon vampires together. They'll run the whole entire universe
Mm.
if she doesn't win. So they'll be able
Mm.
to walk in the daylight, walk at night, just come around and do whatever they want. So yeah,
Yo, no, that sound like a script for real. Like I'm
right?
just
Yeah,
think
yeah.
I'm
She's trying to piece together her life to see, she's like trying to be all done with that, and then she's all like, "All right, well, I'm gonna do this," and she opens up a bar and tries to have a normal life, but then they won't let her do that. It's kind of like I don't know if y'all seen the Karate Kid. When they want Daniel to fight for his title again.
mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I think it's is that in the third one?
I
Or the
think
second
it's
one? I forget.
I think it's the third one. No, actually,
Yeah,
no,
the
the
one with
third.
Barnes, Mike Barnes. Yeah, it's loosely based a little bit on that because they want
Yeah,
her to do
yeah,
the same
yeah.
thing.
Because yeah, I'm trying to remember. I don't know if it's the second one or the third one. Because I know the
Right?
third one happened in Japan, where he had to fly back to
No,
Japan
that's the
with.
second one. Yeah, this one is the third one. Yeah, you just helped me
Okay.
remember that. Yeah, so it's
Mm-hmm.
kind of loosely based on that. They try to rough her up. They try to, get her to enter,
Oh yeah,
the
yeah,
government
yeah.
stuff, no matter how she is, because she's still recovering from the first book. She got shot twice. She's got to live, has to deal with a cane, and her whole life is torn upside down, and
Mm,
now she's got to put the pieces back together in this one. So yeah, it
mm,
was quite a challenge to write something like that. That was the first
mm,
for me. Because usually I'm a happy ending type writer. I love
mm-hmm.
happy endings. And
Oh yeah.
yeah, no, this one is totally different for sure.
Okay, shoot. Hey, look at here. Where I come from, which is radio, TV broadcasting. My professor once told me like cliffhangers equal money. You know.
Most of the times they do, but lots of people do not like them. I've learned in the writing world.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
I'm reading right now my favorite author. She just came out with her 19th book of my favorite series,
Mm-hmm.
State of the Union, and it ends with a cliffhanger. I'm still reading it to the end, even though I jumped ahead to see what was going to happen. I like
Mm-hmm.
doing that sometimes. Only with her books, I do that with. And I'm like, I see nothing on a cliffhanger again. I'm like, thankfully, we don't have to wait long. The next one comes out in December for her. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I did actually leave this one on a cliffhanger. So, and when I got the feedback from my beta reader, she was like, "Oh my god, that was like wow!" And she didn't even read the first book. I'm
Mm.
like, I'm looking for beta readers. I need somebody. She's like, "Oh, I'll do it." And then she came back, and the feedback was amazing. And I finally had the chance to get it all done and write it. Because when you do a pre-order on Amazon, they
Mm-hmm.
email you like every day up until your pre-order date. You need to
Mm-hmm.
upload your book. I did already 5 days ago.
Yes,
But yeah,
indeed.
this one was, yeah, wow, a challenge to read that.
Yes,
After everything
indeed.
was so good in the first book, and a little bit of bad stuff happened there, and then this one
Mm-hmm.
was like just, oh yeah,
Hey, look at here. I always tell people if you don't have your audience captivated from the beginning to the end,
hmm
then yeah, you need to switch it up and find out what's going on.
right, yeah,
And from what it sounds like to me, like I know it's not a good way to end and stuff in the book, but
Right.
in so many ways, when you was talking about it, I was like, yo, there's many scenarios you could go with that right there. Because I'm like,
Uh-huh.
I'm like, because if like when you're dealing with something that's fantasy and stuff,
Right,
there
yeah, supernatural, but in the
and
real world, yeah.
yeah, that's fantasy and not in the real world. You know, they another thing I learned in life was this: fantasy is a created world. So,
Hmm.
like the next book, you be like, "Yo, how in the world did this person come back? Wait, hold on,
Uh-huh.
like
Yep.
this, yo,
Yeah.
hey,
In the
just,
first book, she kills the main dudes, and then they're mad, and that's when I'm like, wait, what? You know,
yeah,
when you be writing, I'm not a plotter. I tried plotting, it didn't work for
hmm
me at all. I just open up
hmm
my laptop, open up a document, and just it
oh
just
yeah,
comes out.
oh yeah, and that's the
So I don't know
greatest,
the ending until it comes, and it's like,
yo,
and
and
all this
that's
stuff just happens along the way. I'm like, whoa.
and that's the greatest thing about writers as creative writers. Cause
Yeah,
you don't know where the hell your brain gonna go. You just like, yo, I just need to write it. And then when you write it out, you be like this. Yo, did I
you're like,
create
wait,
that?
what?
Did I
What the
create
hell did you just
that?
do?
Wait, hold on. Now I'm interested in my own
Yeah,
story. Like, yo,
right? Yeah, like, wait, what? Did that just happen?
I understand where you're coming from. Cause when I do my notes for my writing and stuff, people think that I sit down and write long, extended notes and stuff. I'm like this. No, all my notes is outline with bullet points, and that's it. I don't
Oh,
have.
I don't even do that. I get on my
Yeah,
own, and if I get an idea, I'm like, oh, this is gonna
yeah.
happen, and
Oh
that's
yeah.
it.
Oh yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
all
yeah.
over the place.
Yeah, and the reason why I do that, like for me, why the reason why I do the bullet points for me is because when I get into the computer, I just let my brain run free. And if I don't have a track, that train is just gonna run all over the place. Okay.
Yeah,
So I'm like
that
this, yo,
happened to
I'm
me in
just trying to
my
build
latest
me.
book I'm working on right now. Yep.
Yeah. So by me doing like just a quick like bullet point notes and stuff, that's just me just laying down the track.
Yeah,
Yo, wherever kind of freight train is gonna be, I don't know what kind of train is gonna be on the track. I'm just gonna let my mind
exactly.
just, grow and expand. It might turn into a transformer train, be like
Yep.
first it's just a regular train and then transform into this badass train. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Yep. Like the one in Japan. Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
yeah, but it's
somebody
still on
posted
the
a meme
track.
like I don't know what my characters do. I just watch them do whatever they do, and I just write the reports. You know,
Oh
it's like
yeah,
we're police officers. You know, it's like it's like we're witnessing the scene. You know, and and then we just write down, okay, so this is what happened. You
oh
know,
yeah, yeah.
like my latest one. Oh my god, I got to
I love
rewrite 12
creative writers.
chapters. It's like it's like sometimes you just start writing and then it makes no
Hmm
sense. So you got to go through it again, and you're midway through the book, and then you're like,
hmm
oh no, 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 no. Thankfully, I have
Yeah.
time on that one.
Yes,
But no,
indeed.
this one for Sam, it was fairly easy and like just
Mhm.
flowed like lickety split
Oh yes,
from
oh yes, indeed.
chapter 1 to chapter 14. Just
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
love it.
It's amazing how much you could just write if you just like sit down and put like pen and pad in front of you or a computer in front of you, and you
Yep,
just
my
like
laptop
just
and
let your
everything. Yep.
brain just go and stuff. I'm like, I did that
Yep.
one time,
My husband
and
watches me. He's all amazed. He's all like, I just love watching you work. He's like, you open that laptop up and you read a whole chapter while watching hockey. You know,
exactly,
a
exactly.
hockey game. I can have two chapters done. He's like, what?
Yeah, and I understand where you're coming from with that because I'm a poet and stuff. And when I was a teenager, I used to have this the like on my wall, like poster paintings, like
Right.
posters of paintings, that most people would not know and stuff. One was like called Out of the Storm, and you see an eagle
Ooh,
flying out of some clouds that had thunder behind it and stuff.
nice.
And I remember I just looked at that picture one time and just came out with one of my greatest poems of all time.
Yep.
And I
Inspiration is
named it,
everywhere.
yeah, I named it Out of the Storm in dedication to this poster painting that was on my wall.
Right.
And I remember one time I saw a crack in the wall, and I was talking about a can like a canyon, like the Grand Canyon or something.
Yep.
But people would think that I'm actually talking about a physical place. And I'm like this. No, actually, I was looking at a crack in the wall. So
Mhm. Yep.
so
You never
when
know.
so when I talk with people that's creatively spiritual, spiritually creative, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That could just create their own world just sitting down. I love these interviews because that's just like me right there. And I'm like, yo, oh, that's how you did
Hmm.
that. Oh, that's
Yep.
awesome. And I can
I know
actually see
it.
what I can actually see what you was thinking about and stuff.
Hmm.
And it's just awesome and stuff. So yeah, keep on doing that, and like keep on bringing out books that way, because that's
Oh
a
yeah.
gift that most writers do not have. I'm gonna be honest with
Exactly. I'm the only writer I know out of everybody that we know,
you.
except
Mm-hmm.
for my writer friends that I met online. And
Mm-hmm.
it's hard to find like-minded people like that. You try
Mm-hmm.
to tell your other friends that are like, if they're not into what you're doing, it's like, oh, I do all this, I do this, I do this, I do this, and they
Mm-hmm.
just can't wrap their mind around it. Like, how do you? I'm like, this is what I do, and yeah, it gets overwhelming, it gets frustration sometimes, you know, but yeah, it's like I do everything myself. I'm one person. I
Exactly.
do Yeah, I do my covers, I do my characters, I
Oh,
do the story, I do all my social media.
yeah,
I just now I'm kind of getting
and
a
that's a
team
gift.
together. I got a couple of girls that are going to join me on my live tomorrow. I hope we can figure this out. We're just probably
Yeah,
going to wing it, because we never
yeah.
done this before. And so yeah, we're going to be discussing that on my author page. It's
Mm-hmm.
author CA Michaels, on Facebook, and we're going to be live and having a ton of fun. I'm having a giveaway. If you like or comment on the video, you'll get a copy of the first two books. So they'll be coming in this
Mm-hmm.
weekend, hopefully. I hope.
Okay, cool. And when you said that you made your own cover and stuff, I'm like, yo, that's another gift and ability that you have that most writers cannot fathom or
Right. Yep.
comprehend. Be like, I'm like, but for somebody like me, I'm like, yo, that's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah.
This
And
and
everything's all me. Yep.
yes,
Yeah.
indeed.
And the
And one of
characters I create, I
mhm,
use Daz 3D because I
mhm.
can't afford real models. So, but you see how they come a long way. Right? I said it there.
Yes, indeed. That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yep. She's thinking about her new venture, what she wants to do.
Hmm.
This
Yeah,
cover
that's an
was like,
awesome
what am I
cover.
gonna do? I didn't even know, and I came up with this. So
Yes, indeed. And, one of my greatest directors that I love to watch, because I love it because I don't know what he's about to bring. He ain't gonna tell you nothing. He ain't gonna he might show you little snippets here and there, but
that's right.
he
Yeah.
he created everything with just this. And
Mm-hmm.
you
Yep.
know
That's me.
and his name is George Lucas.
Yep.
And
I'm like
every
George Lucas.
time, yeah, every time Star Wars comes out, I'm like this, yo, ooh, this about to be
I know,
epic.
right?
Yeah. in the first Star Wars, you like, yo, this man did this with what kind of budget? And
Right?
all this came from his brain. Yo,
Yep.
and so as a kid growing up, I was like, "This, I gotta watch some more Star Wars." Wait, hold
Hmm.
on, like so now I'm watching Star Wars,
Yep. I grew up with
um,
that too. Yep. Marvel. Yep.
uh, Empire
The
Strikes
same
Back,
thing. Yep.
Return of the
The
Jedi.
Jedi. Yep. Like,
So it's
and that was back in the
I love
70s when
that.
we didn't have nothing. We
Yes,
didn't
yes,
have what we
I
have
love that.
now. And that was, and Superman, same thing. That was amazing back
Hmm.
then,
Hmm.
in the 70s, 80s, and it was like,
Yeah,
that's what I want to do. I want to do that.
yeah.
Now I kind of am still
Hmm.
finding my own way, still 12 years later,
Yes, indeed.
wanting my audience like Marie has, George has, but I'm getting there slowly. I also got 2 shows I'm doing at the end of this month in my hometown.
Hmm.
Um,
Well, that's
I got into
awesome.
a author program, and yeah, I'm gonna be doing my Renegade series at the Kroger stores, so in
Hmm.
Michigan. So I'm excited about that. Hopefully, I
Hmm.
sell some books.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. And I remember I heard this quote from somebody. I forgot who it was, but they said if you have a creative mind and you create something, you already you already did something remarkable and miraculous for the world. Because if it wasn't for creative people in the world, this world would be very, 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 very boring.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
it's for
so
women, like with music and everything. Like
exactly.
on you.
Like all together, like yo, like whether you in music, whether you in
Yep,
book writing, movies,
yep.
or a
TV. Yep.
poet, whatever. If you have a creative mind and you create something, you are doing a service to the world.
Yeah. There ain't
And
nothing like bringing
I
a
love
blank
it.
page to life.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yep.
And the world cannot put a governor on that. They can't, stop that. They
Nope.
can't censor that. Cause I love the ones that be like this. Oh, okay. So you're gonna try to censor my stuff? Okay, cool.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just do it this way, except a
Yep.
different way. And then
Exactly. Yep.
all of a sudden the people that try to censor you, they're like, oh yeah, we love it, but it's the same concept, except in a different way. I'm like, you know what?
Yeah.
And that's true creativity right there. I love it.
Yeah. On this
Yes.
book banning going on is like I was worried, especially with my worlds, because I am a female canine cow.
Mm-hmm.
She's the one that's making a ton of noise for me right now. And that's really
Mm-hmm.
hard to do with all the cop stuff going on, you know,
Mm-hmm.
like the shootings and the disbanding of the police. I'm like, well, I want to try to change with her story that they have these new rules of engagement that I have to follow, you
Mm-hmm.
know. It's sort of kind of working, but we'll see how it goes in this book. They're
Mm-hmm.
slowly moving it into, her department, whole lots of drama, whole lots of everything. It's just like, wow. And then they actually cross over. She actually crosses over with Sam in
Mm.
her book at the end of it. So that's going to be a crossover. And
Mm-hmm.
then I'm also working on a board game. I've been working on it for 2 years, and it's all going to go along with all my books and everything. It's like going to be so cool.
Oh yes. Oh
I can't
yes,
wait.
indeed. Yes,
So
indeed.
busy,
So
busy,
now,
busy me.
yes, indeed, and that's a good thing. If you busy and you loving what you're doing, you never have to work a day in your life. My dad used to tell me that all the time.
Yeah, I'm I'm hoping that's me soon. I've been waiting 12 years. Um,
Yes, indeed.
I
Yes,
submitted
indeed.
I submitted a story to Harlequin, the Harlequin romance.
Hmm.
I'm still waiting. I
Yes,
I talked to
indeed.
them the other day, and their submissions. They're going over the submissions is kind of a slow deal right now. I
Hmm.
submitted mine at the end of May, So I'm still waiting, and it hasn't come back yet. Because when I submitted them Charlotte's first book, they declined it 4 weeks. They said it
Mm-hmm.
didn't fit their needs. I'm like, okay. So, and then they invited me to submit again. I'm like, okay. So I whipped up something along in the same room, same story. Kind of a shout out to Stephen King.
Mm-hmm.
I got my own fictional town based off a real town like he does with all his.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's a story. This one's a story about an FBI agent and the head of the burglary department in Charlotte's department, and they meet
Mm-hmm.
together over a serial stalker or killer who's leaving yellow post-it notes. Because the FBI agent has a thing for yellow post-it notes. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm hoping they accept that. At least then that would help me grow. If I have somebody like Harlequin backing me, like, oh
Mm-hmm.
my God, that'd be like, I'd be so excited.
Well, shoot, I'm on seeing much positive energy towards you and stuff,
Thank you, thank you.
and prayers and stuff that do come true, and you able to get everything that you want in life and stuff
Yes,
to
that'd
to
be
go.
awesome. Let's see.
Yeah.
End of May, June, 4.5 months now. I've been waiting, so
Okay. Hey, look at here.
I'm still
What was
waiting,
that
doing
saying?
my own
What's that?
thing.
Hey, what's that saying that they say? No news is good news.
That's right. Yep.
Yeah, that's how you gotta
I
look
know.
at it sometimes.
Yes. Not yet. Yeah. I talked to him on my Twitter. I'm cool about it. I'm like, so. I say, okay, well, I'm waiting. This long, and they're like, you're good. And then I actually talked to one of the main dudes yesterday, and he's all like, well, let me find out. Hold on. And he got back to me. He's like, yeah, they're taking a little longer than expected, and wish me good luck and everything. I'm like,
Hmm.
I
Hey, that
submitted the first 3 chapters of it. I haven't touched it since. I'm waiting for them to get back and doing other stuff in the meantime. So, he
okay.
wanted to be special for them, so they have, an original thing, and they can be all like, "Oh, check this out." It's definitely
Yes,
an original
indeed.
idea. I told it to one of my friends, and they were like, "Oh, that's creepy." So you have this guy who's going around leaving yellow post-its for an FBI agent trying to hook up the chick and the dude together. Like that's kind of
Yes, indeed. Yes,
that's
indeed.
missing and
Well,
original.
see.
I've never seen anything like it.
Hmm. But hey, look, we at that part of the show where I call the credentials, and this where you could tell people all about the events that you're gonna be at,
Okay,
your social media accounts and stuff where they can reach you at,
I
and
just give him my website.
yes, indeed, mention your website and stuff. I'm about to step to the side, and the floor is yours. Okay,
All right, thank you, T.
you're welcome. Here you go.
All right, hey y'all. You can check out all my stuff at www.digitalreverence.net. And like I said, tomorrow I'll be doing a giveaway on my author page at facebook.com/author CA Michaels at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. And if you like or comment on the video, you can be entered into a drawing to win the first 2 Deep Series books. There's this one, and that's the first book. So join me tomorrow at 7 p.m. I hope to see you there, or like or comment, like I said. And all my books are available at Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and Lulu.com. And I'm an indie author, proud indie author. I've been doing this over 12 years, and I love it. It's my life, and come and celebrate and have a ball. Thank you all so much.
All right, y'all. Hey, that's a wrap. So, look, till next time, this is Terrence Spoken King signing off. One love, one dream. Please go support this beautiful lady right here. And till
Thank
next
you.
time, y'all stay blessed.
You also, dude.
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.